Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my anime journal. A couple things have happened since the last time we talked. It has been, the average 2 weeks. Um, One thing is, I have been getting more into movies. In like, I'm not sure if we'll need to split this into two episodes. Probably not. I'm not sure. But there are five feature films that I watched in this period. Five. That's not normal. Like like feature length films, like proper well over an hour. Or actually, the first two are only kind of slightly over an hour. This one's what, an hour and 20. Um, th- this these two, the episode of Roselia, this is kind of an interesting. Yeah, so like the second one is only an hour and 10. So it's almost like just one really long movie that's split into two movies. But I don't know. Also, I am still a tiny bit sick, unfortunately. Um, but also, I don't know who, if anyone liked the VTuber avatar in the nice little corner he had. I liked it. I liked having the little avatar there. But VUp has been discontinued. That's the thing I used to put my VTuber avatar onto my videos, onto my streams. I don't know what I'll do for streaming. I guess I'll just have to find another similar service. Maybe I'll have to pay for something. I don't know. Hopefully it won't be much. But yeah, that sucks. It's kind of nice having it there. Yeah, I know not everyone liked it. For someone referred to saying that it looks like the kind of person who would rob a convenience store. Um, he's meant to be like a kind of male idol, but I guess not everyone gets those vibes from him. Um, like as if he's kind of just, I guess, like with his the yellow jacket and the bright red hair, is um kind of like an idol on his day off kind of thing. But yeah, I guess what my intentions of character design aren't necessarily how everyone views it. But yeah, that character isn't something that was created in VUp. Like, I could probably still bring that file into a different service, but I'll have to figure out how to do that. But anyway, we're starting out with our first feature film of the episode. And it is called an episode. It's Bang Dream movie episode of Roselia, one Yaku Soku. And yeah, so this was like kind of trailing on the end of my whole Bang Dream binge. Uh, this is one of Bang Dream's music videos. They have a lot of music videos. Also, Roselia is the band it's like the goth band. I kind of love them. I just love goth idols in general. Can we get more of them? Um, but I could say in iCuts we had, what was it, Yulika, and then what was it, the purple haired girl. Um, God, what was her name? Anyway, yeah, but we had like two girls there, and then I know there was like the gray haired girl and Cinderella girl, so it was like that as well. Whereas like the gothic clothing, it's so pretty. I really like that kind of an idol. Um, and this is, it's an entire band just full of that kind of character. I think, yeah, you Yukino Minato. I think she embodies it the best because she is like the main singer. Um, oh yeah, and she has this kind of like stoic vibe to her as well, and she kind of sings like in like a very like non-smiling expression, and I don't know. She's pretty. But yeah, she. And what was it? Akko. She's like super bright and cheery, but she also, yeah, she kind of likes the idea of just like it being cool. That's like, man, we're like the coolest band here. How could we not win? Like, we're none of them even like start to approach our coolness. Um, which is, yeah, like that's definitely a vibe from that kind of like gothic style, is just coolness. And it's just like it looks so cool. Um, which also kind of vibes a bit with what was it, Yohane from Love Live, of just like kind of like the Chunibyo style of just like looking like cool, just wanting to be cool, like the cool idol. But yeah, it's fun. Also, Akko is so pretty. I love her. She has like the cute purple hair and the fang. Oh, she's adorable, and she's the drummer. Um, but yeah, like the whole this whole movie is about them kind of like forming the band, because they didn't all. I think there was like Roselia, the original band, was only like two members, and they kind of almost treated it as if these people they brought in were like stand-ins, or were like these kind of, well, we need a drummer now, so you just drum for us for now until we can find someone proper to replace you. Or well, like right now, like we don't have a guitarist. Yeah, just come in and we'll play guitar for us. And once we find like a better guitar player, we can replace you. But that they all like just mesh really well together, and they don't need to replace anyone. It's like, no, actually, like it's not like there was really anyone to need to replace them with. It was more like they didn't know how good these girls were at their instruments. So it's like, oh, if we need to replace you, we can, but they didn't. It all worked out. Oh, that makes sense. I kind of thought of like there being like these two purple haired sisters of Roselia, but I think it's that Yukina sometimes, like Yukina's hair is kind of, I guess it's kind of like grayish purple. Um, and so in some art it's more gray, and in some art it's more purple. And in some art, it really does look like Akko and Yukino are like sisters, but they're not related, and in a lot of art, their hair colors are not so similar. Um, that's interesting. I didn't know that before. Because I watched the movie, it's like, oh, what didn't Akko's sister play? It's like, oh, no, it's just Yukino. Yukino's hair isn't purple in the episode of Roselia, or it's not like bright purple in the same way that Akko's is. It's I guess it's more gray. Although I guess it is still grayish purple, or I guess like a slightly purple tinged gray. But yeah, it's cute anyway. Um, but yeah, it's a fun anime. Oh yeah, Lisa is the one who's like super girly as well. Um, the basis, she follows Gyalu fashion, keeps her interest in amigurumi. But yeah, she's like extremely feminine and super into makeup, and it's kind of funny to for her to get kind of like taken into this band. Although like being into certain kinds of makeup actually works really well with gothic, but it was more that her makeup style didn't really fit that image. And I guess she kind of had to adapt to fit in with the group. But like, but she does work. She does work well with the band, I think. Um, yeah, it, it's a cool story. I liked it. It's and honestly, it would be cool to have more of these movies. Imagine if, what if we had like a an episode of Roselia, and I'd love that. I'd love to just have like two movies focus on that band, on like Pareo and Choo Choo and all that, and just have like two movies dedicated to it. Or what about Poppin' Party? I mean, the first season was kind of all about Poppin' Party, but um, but the first season also just had like a very distinct, different kind of feel to it compared to the rest of the series. So it'd be still interesting to see them like tackle the band in the same way as like the later seasons did. But I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. Like, I'd like to happen. It would be fun to have movies about every single band. But yeah, this one was fun. I liked it. I would recommend it. The second movie, I mean, it just continues the story. Like, there's not really much to say there. Jen Tamapon is, or Mahjong Soul Pawn. God. So yeah, this is a short. It's, how is it? Eh, it's fine. It's just, oh yeah, it's chibi. It's chibi, and there's no like main series. Like this is a series, and it's very short. It's 11 episodes. I think they're 90-second episodes. But yeah, it's very short, and I what was it the I remember the trailer for it where they had like the truck that flew into the building. That was funny. I don't think the main series was really quite as funny as that, but I guess it had maybe some jokes or something in it, but it wasn't really all that special, honestly. Overall, not great. Um, and then we get into Komi-san. So Komi-san 2. I already talked about first season, so anything that happened in the first season, I don't need to talk about here. Oh, except for I think I skipped over the dad in the when I was talking about the first season. Komi-san's dad is a fascinating character uh, because he he just like the way that he communicates. So like Komi-san can't communicate, whereas I guess he's also Komi-san, Masayoshi Komi. He can communicate, but he just can't talk. Um, like he is able to communicate non-verbally. He'll fully express his emotions and his opinions without needing to say a single word, and I feel like that is, in a way, it is the natural evolution of that condition. That like Komi-san has selective mutism, and he has it probably even worse. And like I think he said has less spoken lines than like the girl Komi does, but he's just better at it. Like he has more experience. He knows how to get his feelings across without having to speak anything to people. And he also knows how to like understand people who aren't speaking, and which is interesting, and not using sign language either. It's it's funny that there isn't any sign language in the anime because I feel like I wonder if Komi would be good at sign language. I don't know, like, cause clearly she hasn't learned it, but like it it's not like there's actually something wrong with her vocal cords. It's just she has a but she has a fine time writing things down and like showing it to people, right? So if the problem is about speaking, then like do you think she would be good at sign language? I feel like sign language in a way it's sort of more like writing, right? Because like you're communicating but without having to speak. So she might be able to learn it. I don't know. But the problem there is that other people need to learn it as well, whereas other people already know how to read. Um, but yeah, her dad is an interesting character, and also, but her mom isn't. Her mom is a good character, but her mom is not selectively mute. Um, but um, also in this series, someone who takes a more prominent role, I think he might be introduced in this season, is Makoto Katai. Um, who I guess he does kind of have like you like was it Ryuji kind of vibes to him, like he or also what was that scene, Sotomura-san. um yeah, he's a little like Sotomura-san as well. um Actually a decent amount like Sotomura-san. Sotomura-san is she's a girl though. But she dresses like a delinquent does. Oh, the funny thing. So like she has like the super long skirt, right? Which is how delinquents like to dress, or at least female delinquents in Japan do. Um, but she wears a long skirt to like, I guess for modesty, like to kind of cover herself up because she doesn't want to, have too much skin showing. Whereas like all of her classmates kind of interpret that as like she's a delinquent because that's how delinquents dress, just wear a short skirt like a normal girl. But yeah, and Makoto and Ryuji from Toradora, they both kind of have that same vibe, despite being guys of like kind of like accidentally. Now Ryuji like um, that's just genetics that he looks like that, whereas I think Makoto is more of accidents. It's more along Sotomura-san's vibes. That Sotomura-san and Makoto both want to be accepted by their peers, but accidentally do things that put them off. And so he will kind of do things to thinking that he's being friendly, but then accidentally being like intimidating or gay. Gay is a lot of the times how he comes off, and I don't know. I don't think he knows it. But like so many times, it's like all of the time. It's you kind of wonder. It's like, is he gay? Does he not know he's gay? Um, because he comes off to Tadano. He'll like say something to Tadano. Of like, oh, we should. Like he'll just kind of like phrase something in the way where, it's like he's kind of making like a very gay invitation, um, and Tadano kind of like knows that Makoto doesn't want it to be gay, but at the same time, like it's just like so gay that you kind of can't help yourself, um, just see it that way, um, and I don't know, like I don't know if he just doesn't realize he's gay yet, or if he actually isn't gay and he just doesn't realize how gay he sounds. It's kind of ambiguous and is meant to be. Like I don't think the audience is supposed to know if he's gay or not. But yeah, that's a part of this show. Uh, that also is funny from Tadano's perspective because I don't think Tadano is gay, uh, but he's also not romantically invested in in Komi-san, at least at this point in the story, it's like they're still just friends, and then he has Makoto like accidentally confessing his love to him, and it's like, oh, okay, do I like return this affection, or do I let him know that I'm not gay? Um, but yeah, he's a fun character. But yeah, I guess it kind of him just being there also increases like the amount of time of the series is just kind of dedicated towards uh, just misinterpretations of the characters of like characters not understanding each other, um, which like I don't know. It might not be the best thing, but that is kind of just how things often work in the show. Um, but we do get some romantic advancement in this season. Because like the first season, it was all platonic. Well, except for the two girls who fell in love with Komi-san. But in terms of like hetero relationships, it was all platonic. And then even could you call this a gay platonic relationship? It kind of seems like it. Like if there's any relationship I would call gay and platonic, yeah, I think it would be the relationship between Makoto and Tadano. Um, but yeah, yeah. There's at least some advancements between Komi and Tadano, which was fun. But I feel like if we had a season three, it would like advance further. Like in the same way of like Takagi-san, like the first season was like, oh, it's kind of like a weak comedy, and the second season was like, oh, that was a stronger comedy, but it's still just a comedy. And then season three was like, okay, this is romantic now. I really like this. Uh, I I feel like Komi might go that same way. Like the first two seasons both kind of feel like it's mostly just a comedy, and then but it kind of like leads into like romance happening. Um, but yeah, it was fun. I liked it. Wasn't wasn't the most incredible thing. But yeah, it was fun. And after God, after that I watched anime Capybara-san. Uh, they don't even really look like capybaras. They're kind of just like blobs. But what's weird is apparently in Japan, like this was I only found out about capybara-san from like some kind of news story about how uh in Japan um capybaras are like more beloved in Japan now, and it's mostly related to this anime, which is weird. But yeah, and they interact with other animals and stuff, and it just kind of shows capybaras being cute and kind of happy go lucky. Um, yeah, it's fine. It's about capybaras. It's cute. It's short. It's whatever. Also, because these are 1 minute episodes, they are like 1 minute. I think they're like a minute and 10 seconds or something. Um, and so if you're looking to something to pad out your episode count with, say if you're looking for your first time to crack 100 episodes in a single day, this is a good thing to do. Look, it's a full 24 episodes. That's good. That's good. That means that's already 24 episodes accounted for, and they're only a minute each. So that's like one episode of length, and you get 24 episodes out of it. So yeah, if that's something you're trying to do, then this is a good anime to do that with. But yeah, it was fine. Um, and After that, I watched Kagami no Kojo, and this is a movie. Another one of these feature films. This actually is a full 2 hours, so it's a pretty substantial uh, feature film. And this is and I saw this in theaters, which is cool. Midweek, it was like Wednesday, which is kind of an awkward time to go to go to see a movie. But yeah, also yeah, this has fairy tale themes in it. Like it is technically an isekai. Uh, like part most of uh, yeah, most of the show or most of the movie takes place in another world, but they are free to go back and forth between their own world and this isekai. And there's seven of them. There has to be seven of them because seven's a lucky number. No, it's like the Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, uh, or like the Big Bad Wolf and the Seven Pigs or something. I don't know. Seven is an important number in fairy tales, and so there needs to be seven of them there. And they are, and so yeah, like they're all bullied to like all hell, and most of the characters do not attend school anymore, despite being school aged, because they are afraid of the people at school, uh, which which really honestly does say a lot about society. The fact that that's even like an issue, the fact that you could get like not be properly educated because of like abuse caused by other students. Cause say like over here, like say like my dad works in an alternative school, and like the whole point of the alternative school is mostly just kids who don't really work well with the normal school. Sometimes it is just that they have like learning disabilities that are not accommodated by the normal school. It's like they have ADHD or autism or OCD or whatever, that makes it so that it's really hard for them to either hard for them to focus, or it's they can't get the one-on-one help that they need, or the big classroom environment just doesn't work with them. Um, but sometimes it is that they don't get along with their classmates, or they don't get along with the teacher, or whatever, and they need a different place to study. And I it's this movie kind of tells that like in Japan that's not as available, that if you don't work well with the normal classroom setting, that there aren't really many other options. That so like a lot of these kids really aren't getting properly educated because of the fact that they're getting bullied. Um, but they all have to they because they kind of have all this the same problem as each other, that they go to school, or they go to this like this isekai, and they're told that they have like a kind of scavenger hunt, that there's all these different things around this castle in this other world that they have to find, and if they can find all of them, then they get a wish granted. um, and but they're all kind of competing for it because only one of them gets a wish granted and the rest don't. um, Even though they all kind of have the same general wish. Like some of them, it's like a specific person. I think the main girl, it's like, I wish my bully just died. And like, well, yeah, that's a that's kind of a harsh wish, but like I can see where she's coming from. That it's not. It doesn't want the like. I think it was what was it that. that her bully, it's like she has the same crush, and so when she was like trying to hang out with the boy she likes, that this girl is like bullying her for it and wants to date him as well, and wants her dead. She even wants her to commit suicide, I think. And that that's just, well, I mean, if someone's like saying that negative of words to you, then it's like, oh, someone's giving me this magic lamp. I can wish her anything. Why not wish? Wish that she dies in a bad way. Why not? Wish she gets like run over by like a trolley, and like, but only like her legs or something. She just has to like die of blood loss on the track. Like, why not? Why not just wish something horrible? Um, but yeah, it's um, yeah, like the whole mystery aspect of the anime as well, of like them like trying to um like figure out because like the scavenger hunt is not easy to fulfill, um and so that's also kind of a funny thing about the structure of the anime, is kind of it. So it's based on a novel, but it kind of feels like it's like a lot of the parts are almost kind of stretched out in a way. Like, it doesn't feel boring, but it's that um because it takes place in kind of like a single building for most of it, that it's like this isekai isn't like a full-fledged world. It's like it's an island that has a castle on it, and that's where they're gonna be, and they have to just look around this castle. And also the castle, you're not, it's only 9 to 5 that is open. If you stay past then the wolf eats you. um but yeah, it's it's interesting. And like and obviously like these kind of limited setting anime can work. Like, say there's a lot of school anime where it's like the school is where the majority of the show happens, and it's still fun. And this, I feel like it works. Um, and although there's some scenes that feel a little dragged out, um, but yeah, I feel like it's good, and I think the one room vibe kind of, or one kind of like building, uh, does kind of work for the mystery to it. That it is kind of like that they're unraveling this mystery of this building, of like why they're here, why they specifically are here, why it's like, why is it these 7 people, um, and yeah, it's interesting, and yeah, like when the mystery fully unravels itself, it's kind of cool just knowing like what the story really was the whole time and stuff. And there's different like little Easter eggs you can kind of see to like figure it out on your own as well. And I've heard there's even like fan theories of like what's really going on behind, like even like the reveals uh aren't revealing everything about the plot and stuff like that. But yeah, it's cool. Apparently it's kind of hard to see if you didn't catch it in theaters. Um, but I'm sure it'll release on Blu-ray at some point. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, and we have God. I think that might be actually. Um, let's see. I guess I might as well just talk about these shorts first, and then like the TV series and 2 feature films after that. We can talk about those in another episode because those will take some time to talk about. But like, say Pui Pui Molka or Driving School, I don't have much to say about this. It was a sequel to Pui Pui Molkar. Was it great? It wasn't really. It kind of had it had driving school as like the setting for it, and so they're like learning how to drive and stuff. And they're learning how to do their stuff because they'll have different roles and stuff. But I don't know. I didn't really like it that much, honestly. There's also some comedy in it, and whatever. It's just not great. Um, After that, I watched Reiwa. No, did you care? Reiwa was that's one of the thingies, right? Reiwa is the current era, and I think that's why, because it's 2019. Because I think the last Did You Hear It, was it Did You Hear It Neo? Was Did You Hear It Neo the latest one before this? I think it might have been 2003 to 2004. So yeah, I think this would be first um the first Did You Care It of the Reiwa era. Um so it's new. The art style is kind of new and improved. It looks fresh and modern. It's cute. But yeah, the comedy was kind of lacking, and I don't know, it wasn't great. But at least it's short, and yeah, whatever. After that, I watched Nijiyon animation, and this is it's Nijigisaki. They're shorts. Also, what's interesting about this? So, say like the Bang Dream ones, it was like the main Bang Dream series is like 3D animation, but then the shorts are 2D. This is the other way around. Like Nijigasaki is usually a 2D animated show, but this one is very much 3D. It's cel shaded. Like they look flat, but it is, you can tell it's animated on a computer. But it's cute. It's fun, and like they have nice humor. It's kind of just, well, it's more chill than like the main series. Like it's like there's no like story happening. It's just them kind of hanging out and like jabbing at each other and just kind of making jokes. And yeah, it's just fun. It's nice having like a kind of more laid back version of the series. Also it's cheapy, of course. But yeah, it's fun. I liked it. And after that, I watched Elka Miss Katerina, which is it's just a music video. Um, oh yeah, it's a, was it Niji Sanji music video, but I think it's, was it fake type? I think it's fake type. Um, so it kind of has that, yeah, like fake type kind of thing going on with it, but it's with Niji Sanji characters, which was cool. I liked it. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. Hope to see you again next time. Yeah, we'll talk about these last three next time because it'll just be a little too long of an episode, and also I have more stuff to do after I finish recording this. But yeah, hope to see you again next time. Also, I'm not sure when I'll be able to stream next. If you guys happen to ever watch my streams, but like I don't know when that's gonna happen next. Now that my VTuber software is down, or if I just wanna, I don't want to do it with my face. Nah. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.